I can't remember what happened after that. If I was just waiting. Yeah, then I had to just wait in the waiting room. And until I think was a nurse that came and said that I guess they were waiting for all my tests to come back and things like that. Finally, she came back and she said, "We need to admit you right now because you need to be on, we need to give you antibiotics right now." And I was like, okay, like, so they took me to a room where I had to lie on the bed and they administered the antibiotics through my IV. And that took about 20 minutes. And at that point, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, they didn't really say. And so I'm just listening to, what they're telling me to do and stuff like that because I'm feeling so sick and, what, I trust them, whatever they need to do to get me better. So after I got the antibiotics, that was done. Then I got wheeled to my room. So I had my own private room. And I think this is about midnight already when I got to my room. And I think they gave me an IV. Once I got settled in the bed, I think they gave me an IV drip, just like a regular IV drip. And then, yeah, that was the first night. So I was in the hospital for 3 nights. The next day, the doctor came in and said that I had like severe pneumonia. He said like the chest x-ray, I guess they couldn't see anything. That's why it was so bad. So when they did the CT scan, they said like every part of my lungs was filled with liquid. Like, yeah. And so I was so scared because I'm in Baltimore, in a city that I don't know, of course, by myself, feeling sick, like dying. Well, that's too dramatic, but it goes through your head. And so he said that I need to stay in the hospital and be just administered antibiotics. The COVID test that the hospital had done came back negative. So that was good. I was still waiting for the COVID test from the facility that I went to earlier, the day before. That one they said they were going to email to me. So yeah, so I had to stay in the hospital. It was so uncomfortable. Like, those hospital beds are so uncomfortable. Plus, just the feeling of not being able to breathe. Like, every move I would make on the bed or just to get up to go to the bathroom, just taking a few steps, like, took the wind out of me. Like, it was so scary, so strange. And yeah, that was like the main thing. I had no appetite. I would pick at my food when they would come in, but everyone was so nice there. All the nurses, all the doctors, and everything like that. They would come and take blood from me every day. I was like, my poor arm. Like, I was like, how much more blood can I give? It's like, but it was just scary. Just when you're in a hospital feeling sick, and you don't know anybody, and you're far away from home, and you don't know if you're gonna get better. But so the next night, they would administer my antibiotics at night. So the next night, it was a pill. I had to take a pill, and then they also administered the antibiotics through the IV. And still, yeah, like the first day, there's nothing I can do. I just lie in my bed and watch TV, and it was just so uncomfortable being able to not breathe. Like, I'm literally gasping for air sometimes. They did give me a breathing treatment, but that didn't help at all. It's like a little, I don't know, I had to put on like this little mask, and there's, I guess, the medicine flowing through, and I just gotta take breaths in, but that did not help. I had that twice, and that did not help. So the second day again, when I was there, just lying in bed, feeling sick. There's nothing I could do. Like every time I would get up to go to the bathroom, I was just so winded. Even like when I get back to my bed, just like settling down, like I'm gasping for air, like gasping. So I had to kind of like, okay, Jay, like calm myself down, like so I can get my breathing under control. And then by the third day, so I was admitted into the hospital on Thursday, and when it came Sunday, I actually felt better. Like Saturday-ish, towards the ending of the day, like I could get up and walk and not feel as winded when I walked. So I was like, oh, okay, thank God, like this antibiotic is working. So when it came Sunday, I actually felt good. I was walking around my room, and I still had antibiotics. For every night I was there, they administered me my antibiotics. So on Sunday, the doctor came in and he said that that I'm looking better, and like how my breathing's better. Like they check, they with the stethoscope they check your chest and lungs and stuff like that. So he said, if I'm feeling good, he can discharge me on Sunday. So I said, yeah, I think I'm okay. Like I'm all right. So he said he'll discharge me on Sunday, but I still need 3 days more of antibiotics. So he prescribed me pills for the next 3 days. I just needed to take those. So I got discharged from the hospital. The hospital does provide car service to wherever you need to go. So I needed to go pick up my prescription. The doctor had called in the prescription to a CVS nearby. So the car service also only can do one stop for you. So I told the car service, just take me to the CVS so I can pick up my prescription. And then once at the CVS, once I got the prescription, then I called an Uber on my own to take me to the hotel. And then once I got back to the hotel, I actually was feeling good. I still have shortness of breath, like if I walk really fast or run. So I just was taking it easy, just organizing my room, because I haven't been in my hotel room in the last 3 days or 4 days. So I was just organizing my room, and I was feeling better and better. Like, I don't know if also like just being out of the hospital, like you feel like you heal more when you're out of the hospital. Yeah, so that was Sunday, and then Sunday, what was happening on Sunday? Sunday. So when I got discharged from the hospital and I went to my room, I went back to my room. There was no cold water from the cold water side of the faucet, and there was no cold water in the shower. Everything was hot, warm or hot. So, and I noticed this in the evening, and then I called the front desk, and then they said, oh, engineers can't do nothing until the morning or whatever. So I'm like, all right. Well, I said, I need to shower. Like, I can't shower in burning hot water. So I said, can you please switch me to a room, preferably one that's close, because I needed to move all my stuff. And I had bought food, I had bought a case of water when I got there. So I didn't want to have to kill myself trying to move rooms because being out of breath and stuff like that. But luckily he was able to give me a room directly across from my old one. So I slowly packed up and moved my stuff over to the new room. So I had to do that on Sunday. which is a little crazy because I was, I wasn't 100% better. And then so the doctor released me on Sunday. He said I needed to be on antibiotics for the next 3 days. And he said I cannot fly home until Thursday the 21st. So I knew from Sunday that I was going to be there for the rest of the week till Thursday. I hope this is not getting boring. I know it's just me talking, but I'll wrap it up. Yeah, so I got sick with severe pneumonia. That's what it was. Monday, my good friend from Las Vegas flew in to be with me for the rest of the week and help me home, just in case if anything happened. So for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I've been taking my antibiotics, and I was feeling better and better each day, which was good. And my appetite came back, slightly. So, or my appetite was getting back to normal. So that was good. I knew that I was healing. I had to call, was it Sunday? No, Monday. I had to call HR to let them know my situation, that I was out of the hospital. And so they contacted crew scheduling, and crew scheduling booked my flight home for Thursday. Yeah, so for the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was just in the hotel room taking my antibiotics, but I was feeling better each day. And then Thursday, which was yesterday, I flew home. I was so happy. I wish they would have gotten me a direct flight, but I just was happy to be going home. So I had to fly Baltimore to Dallas, Dallas to Las Vegas. And I was so happy to see the desert as we were landing in Vegas. And I was looking out the window. I don't know, I was just so happy to see desert because I knew that I was home. But yeah, so that's what happened. And I lost 16 pounds throughout all this. But I'm so happy to be home now in my own bed, and like my just to be home, like, because I was very scared being there in the hospital, like especially the first night when I'm feeling that sick and like you don't know what's wrong with you, and there's nobody with you. So, but yeah, thank goodness, thank God that I am better. I want to say I'm about 97% back to normal. I still have like a little bit heaviness here, but that the infection hasn't completely gone away. I can't run, not like I run anyways, but I still get winded a little bit, but I still need some time to heal. And luckily, I'm on my days off. So my days off actually started on the 19th. So I'm off till the ending of the month. And then I go back on reserve on January 31st. It was really weird how they did this schedule. Normally, it's month to month. So like the new schedule will start on the 1st. But for some reason, it's starting on January 31st. And I'm on reserve for I think 11 days, and then I have my days off in the middle of February. But next month in February I make 1 year. Can you believe that? February 25th, I'm gonna make 1 year with the company. But that also means whenever your anniversary comes up, you have to do reoccurrent training. So I had to bid the training schedule for next month. So I will go to training on the February 21, 22, 23. I think training is 3 days. Yeah, so I need to do some studying because they send, you have to do some things before you go to training. So there's some online courses or classes you have to take, and they already sent like the study guide material. So at least I have this week to start that, and then next month my days off falls in the middle of the month right before training starts, so at least I have that week to also study. But yeah, so I remember I told you earlier in vlog 1 or vlog 2, I didn't know how interesting this trip was gonna be because I wasn't going anywhere new. So it'll probably be a boring vlog, but towards the end of my trip, I guess it got a little interesting. But once again, sorry if this was long and it's just me talking. But anyways, I'm home. That's the main thing. I'm home and I'm almost 100% back to normal. So yeah, so I guess I will see you guys on the next one. Aloha.